Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Alex, how you going? Kai, how you going? You have to go in an hour. Promise to chat today. Oh, good. Sherry, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Deb, how you going? I'm sure we got Paul, how you going? Hope you had no damage from the storms. Yeah, I got a bit of footage on that. George, how you going? Sherry, how you going? Kai, Stuart. Who else have we got in here? Sherry, your great-grandbaby's going to be delivered by C-section Monday. Oh, my goodness. Oh, can't wait. Oh, how lovely. Okay, let's get into... Oh, shit, no, I didn't expect that on the first. Okay, on the first picture. Okay, Liz Churchill said this garbage is over in 1 week, less than a week. You got 5 days. I've got 4 here, but you got 5 days over there. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait because I have a feeling things are going to, spread out, Z Media officials said, I don't suppose this 2021 cover of Time suggesting fires may be lit all over the world and blamed on climate change has anything to do with fires being lit all over the world and blamed on climate change, does it? Time magazine, 2021. Look at that, matchsticks, taking matchsticks to it. Yeah, that's what they plan on. They'd rather burn the world down and rule over the ashes than to have Trump win. Have Snowball Choo Choo. Why is this foreigner lecturing Australians about race? He's Indian born and comes from a country that literally has untouchables and a caste system. Why not go back to India and work on social justice issues there? Australia welcomed you and now you do this? What's wrong with you? This man is Australia's Race Discrimination Commissioner. Why have we got these commissioners? Garide Haran, I can't even say the name. Who voted this pickle in? No, the government just put him in there. He says that we need to inoculate people from a really young age to combat racism, anti-Semitism and misinformation. So in other words, they want to brainwash the children. India's not a first world country, mate. He's never going back. He's from the upper caste, obviously. They're all smug as fuck. Yeah, okay. Then we got MJ Truth Ultra said, whoopsie, we're going to rebuild these community backs and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire. Very interesting words. That's the director of LA County Public Works, Mark Pestrella. Build back better when we started these fires? Take this for what you will. Are you ready for it? It starts about here.
First, before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire. Rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire. When we started this fire. Or when we started this fire. Better than they were when we started this fire.
Did you hear that about 4 or 5 times? Hey, Gen X, how you going? Yeah, when we started these fires, he said. Yep, okay, make of that what you will. Scientists warn climate change will continue to affect the locations that government wants to purchase at a discount price. Guaranteed. Because someone's trying to buy all the burnt out bits at the moment. Amy Reichert said Los Angeles County Public Health just announced, please do not wear cloth or paper masks. They don't filter out fine particles or ash. But somehow they were supposed to filter out a virus that is actually much smaller per scale than fine particles or ash. Okay. Elon Musk said yes to Mario Norful, who said, Rep. Anna Paulina Luna pushes death penalty for child predators. Two of her 3 bills, all of which are being introduced in the 119th Congress, would require sentences of death or at least life imprisonment for those charged with a wide range of crimes related to children. Go, you good woman. Rep. Luna, if you're raping someone, you're molesting someone, you're essentially murdering their soul. Those people never actually fully recover. A third bill would mandate 30 years to life for adults convicted of rape or sexual abuse. And so they should. At least life, but honestly, capital punishment. Capital. With a capital C and a capital P. In fact, capital letters all the way through, okay? Capital punishment. Oz Polly said weak men create hard times. Yep, and we got one right here. You could say the same for Trudeau, Keir Starmer, whoever's New Zealand's Prime Minister is. You could say that about a lot of our nations right now. Okay, Elizabeth said, why isn't napping to escape the mild day heat more common in Australia like it is in similar climates around the world? Well, I do it, and I have for a long time. Okay. Craig Kelly said now it's time to go for their throats. Miss Feason's class against the entire board. The Victoria's Dr. William Bay said they have also fired the law firm involved in the proceedings because AFRA here in Australia, which is made up of like a physio, a psychologist, a couple of lawyers, not really medical, like full-on medical professionals, has missed the deadline to appeal their court loss, the judgment, and their loss stands. Praise God. So AFRA, hopefully, is gone. I'm hoping, because they are not helping anyone. They are the ones who stopped hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, I believe. And mind you, everyone here is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay, and everything's alleged until proven otherwise. Elon Musk said the only reason to ban voter ID is to commit voting fraud. Same playbook there as here. Darren Grimes said Keir Starmer's Labor are dropping voter ID laws, meaning your parcel at the post office is more secure than your vote, giving millions of foreigners the right to vote and allowing children to vote too. Make no mistake, this is a blatant attempt to keep them in power. Chilling. Anger over Labor's shameless bid to rig election by easing ID laws and allowing millions of foreign nationals to vote. Because that's the only way they can win. Why do you think they imported all these people? Okay. Hey, Del, how you going? Good to see ya. Has anyone else joined us since I shouted everyone out? No, it's all good. Okay. The noticer said a teenage boy was out on bail when he allegedly stabbed a Coles supermarket worker in Yamanto, Queensland, so hard in the back that the knife came out of the front of her abdomen. Okay, now you should see what Coles have done in response to this. I'll get there. Charlie Kirk said, so let me get this straight. 3 of Trump's cabinet picks, Kristi Noem, Doug Burgum and Tulsi Gabbard, have all had their confirmation hearings postponed due to paperwork issues. They're blaming both FBI background check delays and a failure of Office of Government Ethics to complete their reviews. What could possibly be more important for these bureaucrats than completing paperwork on the incoming president's cabinet secretaries? This is outrageous. Sorry, Doug Burgum. What did you say? Oh, yeah, he spelt it wrong. Okay. Rukshan Fernando said the City of Melbourne is looking for a smart cities pilot and trial specialist. I wonder what type of intrusive and dystopian technology the Melbourne City Council is looking to test out and implement on Melburnians as a wider part of the Smart Cities initiative. City of Melbourne Smart Cities pilot and trial specialist. Exciting opportunity to use emerging technology to shape our city's future. Classification 6, 118,000 to 132,000 plus superannuation. Permanent full-time opportunity. Oh, dear God. Oh, look at all the people. They're hiring for the role. I don't think there's an Aussie there. 25 applicants. Jesus. God help us is all I can say. Clown Down Under said Coles Supermarket has announced it will no longer sell kitchen knives after a 13-year-old boy attempted to murder Claudia Campomayor, in Yamanto store, Ipswich. The safety of our team members and customers is our number one priority across all aspects of our business. Coles to stop selling kitchen knives. How dumb is that? You can go next door and get them in Kmart or Big W or anywhere else. But hey, just Coles stop selling them. Okay. Australia's changing a little bit. Matthew Kamanzuli said, who would you prefer to lead Australia? Albanese, he's got 20%. Dutton at 11.9%, geez. Trump at 66.8% and Starmer at 1.1%. I think a lot of people are on the Trump train, actually, right now, which is a good sign. Good to see. Jim Ferguson said, breaking, Labor's head of operations, Sophia Patel, has deleted her LinkedIn profile and locked her Twitter after explosive allegations surfaced that she organised 100 Labor staffers to meddle in the 2024 US election, allegedly to prevent Donald Trump's re-election. Here's where it gets serious. Thanks to extradition laws signed by former Labor PM Tony Blair, it's now easier for UK citizens to be sent to the US to face charges. Patel could potentially be charged with election interference, failure to register as a foreign agent, conspiracy to commit an offence against the US, cybercrime or unauthorised access, transporting funds for unlawful purposes, interstate travel to aid unlawful activities. If convicted, these charges carry severe penalties, including significant fines and prison time. Is Patel now terrified she'll be extradited and prosecuted under US law? This could explode into a major international scandal with far-reaching implications. Let's go. And what has Elon Musk said? He's got the popcorn. Jim Ferguson said, breaking, Labor staffers could face US charges for election meddling. The 100 Labor Party staffers who travelled to the US to campaign against Donald Trump and in support of Kamala Harris may face serious legal consequences under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA. Acting as unregistered foreign agents is a federal offence. By interfering in America's election, These Labor operatives crossed a dangerous line. With Trump set to take office on January 20th, his administration could pursue charges that led to fines, imprisonment, and lasting damage to Labor's reputation. Did Keir Starmer authorise this? Was Labor acting as undeclared foreign agents? The US doesn't take lightly to foreign meddling, and the fallout for Labor could be catastrophic. And here she is herself telling you. I have nearly 100 Labor Party staff, current and former, going to the US in the next few weeks, heading to North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. I have 10 spots available for anyone available to head to the battleground state of North Carolina. We'll sort out your housing. Email me if you're interested. Wow. David Atherton said, please fact check me, but you have to be a permanent resident green card holder or a citizen to be involved in and have party political views during an election. It is certainly election interference. I think we can say bye-bye to this woman. To this woman here. And so they should. Do it. Sorry, need a drink of water. Okay. Then Elon Musk shared this. There you go. There's the flag. It has a pole there and a pole across there. Okay. But it still looks like it's moving down the bottom here. But anyway, can I see anything here? No, that looks worse. It shows you the reflection of the man taking the picture. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, Michael Smith said, sad to hear of the passing of Simon Townsend. Anyone remember that? Simon Townsend's Wonder World here in Australia. Used to be a kid's favourite show. Loved watching Wonder World. This blooper will always make me laugh. Remember, the world really is wonderful. That's what he used to say at the end of every show.
We got to go. That's the show. Remember what I always say at the end of the show? I always say the same thing. Oh, shit. We got to go. That's...
He forgot by the look of it. Right, last night we had some severe storms go through. They hit the Blue Mountains while I was driving, and it was, you couldn't see. Okay, I had to slow down to 40 kilometres an hour, which is very slow, to drive down the mountain, because every time you turned a corner on the mountain, the rain, wind and hail would batter your car. Please don't do that to my car. I've got to sell it on Sunday. Suresh V said unbelievable thunderstorms. Some of these, we have some really weak trees, okay? They're bending. Okay, that's one. Kira said, I think I just experienced what it was like to be in a washing machine with built-in disco lights. This is how it was on the mountain while I was driving, okay? It's insane. This is like a cyclone. Okay, E said, and that's my cue to head inside off the balcony. Geez, they're pretty short thunderclaps. You should have heard it up here. It was crazy. The thunder went on for like a minute or two after the main burst. Damob. What's his name? Captain Kickass. Okay. Said, good luck, everyone. This was it coming through. Okay. I'm right over here somewhere. It's already been through by this time. Look at all the little lightning strikes. Okay, J-Dog, Sydney thunderstorm. The lightning was spectacular, let me tell you. That went on for a while too. It was interesting to watch. I had all my lights out and just watching the flashes of lightning, and I did get some footage, but yeah, not a whole lot. It was pretty much from inside. Now, this is what happened from, this is not 8. What time was it? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. That's not what it looked like up here at 8 o'clock last night. It was dark. Okay, let's go to halfway through as it starts to roll in. Okay, keep watching the Sydney Harbour Bridge. There's the Opera House. Okay, Centre Point Towers somewhere. I don't know. Is it on this side or that side? Anyway, look at as the rain comes through, this is what happens. You just get to see less and less. And obviously this is on fast forward, you know, what's it called? Time-lapse video. Until you can't see anything anymore because of the rain. Okay. Yep, some lightning, a lot of thunder. Okay, Nikki Bradley said, holy shit, I've never seen a Sydney storm like this. It's the same footage we saw before. The rain's going sideways. Okay, so enough of the storm. Yes, it's very wet here in Sydney, or west of Sydney I am. It's going to rain again today. Okay, I don't know if we're getting thunderstorms again, but it's going to rain. Rothmus said pathetic. New York Post said Elon Musk sued by SEC over late disclosure of Twitter stake in parting shot by lame duck Gary Gensler. They're trying any way they can. How you going, Adama? Good to see ya. Randy, how you going? Good to see ya. Anyone else we got in here that I didn't say hello to? No? Okay, cool. Laird of the Manor. Laird of the Manor, okay. How often do the accusers become the accused? Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, a prominent orthopaedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sonny Hostin, has been named among nearly 200 defendants in a federal lawsuit alleging widespread insurance fraud. The lawsuit, filed by American Transit Insurance Company in December, accuses Dr. Hostin of performing fraudulent medical procedures, including arthroscopic surgeries, and submitting falsified insurance claims. It further alleges that he received kickbacks disguised as dividends or other financial distributions. Don't throw stones in glass houses, eh, Sonny? She's been going hard. She's been saying Melania is trying to find a way to get rid of Trump. Seriously. Oh, my goodness. The View went full on demented. Okay? I won't even play it. It's absolutely disgusting, but, you know. Mark Slapinski said, breaking, Chrystia Freeland is about to announce her leadership bid. The same woman that descended from a Nazi grandparent and carried on the tradition by applauding one in Parliament. Does anyone remember that? I do. Then we have Andrew Lawton, Mark Carney, the UN envoy, Trudeau advisor and godfather to Chrystia Freeland's child, wants you to believe he's an outsider to government and the establishment. Is he running as well? Looks like they might be. And here she is again. This woman, I don't know what's wrong with her face, but she doesn't appear to have a genuine smile. Chris Erickson said, with all the damage done to our country by Chrystia Freeland, it shows how corrupt things are that she's one of the front runners to take over for Trudeau. She is still a sitting member of the WEF Board of Trustees. Now, just watch her face. I don't know what's going on here, but she looks very nervous. What's that? Half a smile? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what expression she's trying to pull. She trying to look concerned? Looks very fake. I don't know. Just check out her face. I don't know. Something wrong, man. Hey, you glitching, love. You better plug your USB port into a some form of power. You seem to be glitching. Or maybe you need a computer expert to check you out. Yeah, something's going on, Randy. Oh, my God. That's weird. I don't know. All her facial expressions I don't know if someone's just caught all her facial expressions and did a video of her, but geez, that looks strange to me. Benny Johnson said, breaking, Donald Trump announces a hostage deal has been secured in the Middle East. Donald Trump said we have a deal for the hostages in the Middle East. They'll be released shortly. Thank you. And Biden's apparently trying to take credit for it as well. Okay, even though he can barely talk, he's trying to take credit for it. MAGA Voice said, breaking, Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis announced a new law allowing local police to deport illegal immigrants. Ron DeSantis expects Donald Trump to sign off on this rather quickly. Huge win for America. Go Ron. Oh, then this. Wall Street Ape said James O'Keefe just exposed the Pentagon is secretly working to sabotage our new commander-in-chief, Donald Trump. This is not only criminal, it's literally treason. Who wants to see these traitors raided, arrested, and thrown in prison? We've had enough. Do you really think the FBI are going to raid one of their own? Former Special Agent, Senior Advisor, Joint Staff, Department of Defense, Jamie Menina, former Special Assistant to Hillary Clinton. Now, in this, he's talking about former military and heads of staff and everything working together to try and take down Donald Trump. So there you go, another leaked video. It goes too long to play, but I kind of listened to it so I could give you a summarization of what was said, and that's pretty much it. Shadow of Ezra said Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General Pam Bondi has stated that anyone connected to Jeffrey Epstein has no legal grounds to prevent their names from being revealed in public records. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Brandon. We all want to hear it. We all want to know. Cigar Enjedi said the Times of Israel, Arab officials, Trump envoy swayed Netanyahu more in one meeting than Biden did. Oh, yeah. There you go. Tense Jerusalem sit-down led to breakthrough in talks with Israel and Hamas agreeing in principle to hostage deal 2 days later. Sides now finalising the implementation details. And here we go. Brendan Dilley, this lying dog-faced pony soldier, is taking credit for the peace deal that President Trump negotiated between Israel and Hamas. Fuck Joe Biden forever.
And the Secretary of State. Let's listen.
Good afternoon. It's a very good afternoon. Because at long last, I can announce a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas.
And the Secretary of State.
Well, he just says really that the hostage deal has been, but he doesn't give Trump any credit at all for it. Colin Rugg said, breaking, Trump reveals that Israel and Hamas have agreed to do a hostage deal in the Middle East. 1 week ago, Trump warned that all hell will break out if hostages weren't returned. If hostages are not back by the time I get in office, all hell will break out. There you go. That's what he said. RM said if Albo told Musk to stay away, he can guarantee Musk will be focusing on Australia very shortly because our Prime Minister Albanese has told Musk that he better stay out of Australian politics because we have laws. Okay? Forget Shaquille O'Neal coming over here and, rooting for the voice. And who else was here? Oh, there's a lot. There's Bill Gates as well. We'll see in a minute. Craig Kelly said, new video. Albanese and blackouts, new fuel efficiency standards, fining car manufacturers thousands for selling petrol, diesel and even hybrid cars is one of the most stupid policies I've ever seen. It's pointless, futile and counterproductive and watch people not be able to buy a car in Australia shortly. It creates a new giant bureaucracy in Canberra doing unproductive work. Oh, he's given his mates more jobs too. It'll increase the cost of motoring in Australia, it'll increase CO2 emissions and it will do nothing for pollution, the exact opposite of what's being claimed. We will become the new Cuba, where people will hold onto their old petrol and diesel cars for decades. And the big winners, like everything to do with net zero, will be the communist Chinese. A new tax to help Australians buy more fuel-efficient vehicles. Oh, dear God. Somebody, wake me up. Somebody get me out of the twilight zone. Fucking hell. Elon Musk said that would be good. Dave Lee said if Zuck is serious, then let's see the equivalent of the Twitter files for Facebook. Show all communication, back and forth, not just handpicked ones, between the government and Facebook regarding COVID and vaccine censorship. Can someone do YouTube? Anthony Scalise said, so the 62-year-old has been charged and released back on the streets on bail and is now set to appear in Adelaide Magistrates Court on the 25th of March. Albo, this is disgustingly wrong as he's a threat to other teenage girls. What do you think? Police allege teen assaulted during medical examination. Man charged with rape and indecent assault. The Australian Health Practitioner Regulator has been notified after a teen girl was allegedly raped during a medical exam at an Adelaide clinic, and the man has been released on the streets. Wow. See, this is capital punishment, man. I'm telling you now. Tropher Fields said the first NBN services were switched on in 2011. This is our internet in Australia, right? I said at the time the rollout would be so slow and so expensive that it would be obsolete before it was finished and that it would never make commercial sense. Fast forward 14 years and we're still building it despite the fact that 5G now makes more sense in built-up areas. No, it doesn't. Starlink makes more sense in remote areas. I'm about to turn there's a Starlink backup now for $15 a month in case your internet goes out. I'm about to turn that on. Of course, it's still in public hands. No commercial operator would want it, even with the anti-competition clauses and protections it enjoys. It still makes no commercial sense to maintain, much less to build in the first place. And Anthony Albanese is actually proud of the fact he's throwing even more money into this black hole. Oh. Government destroys everything it touches, and communications and technology are no exception to this rule. Anthony Albanese promises to finish NBN with $3 billion funding boost. Oh my God, he's flogging a dead horse. He's trying to make the horse giddy up, but it's dead, mate. Jeez. Sorry, drink of water. Heathcliff here. Heathcliff, I like the name. My Chinese neighbours rent out all their bedrooms to Chinese only, presumably no tax, great way to pay mortgage off fast. I typed Asian into Gumtree and found absolutely dozens of rooms to rent, Asian only. It's sad, really. Well, let me tell you a story. Where my mum and dad lived, in Parramatta, okay, up the road, they built a massive bloody house. These Chinese people bought land and built this massive house up the street. Then they blocked every room off to be bedrooms. They also built a granny flat out the back, which is where they live, while they rent the front and the main house out to numerous Chinese people who took all the parking in the street, up and down both sides, and made noise in the middle of the night when they pulled up with their noisy cars. It's going on everywhere. One bathroom and separate toilet room, internal laundry with washing machine and cloth dryer, fully furnished apartment facing leafy aspect with beautiful garden view, captures fresh air and peaceful living, lift access and swimming pool. Looking for a student or young adult who's clean, respectful, like cooking and enjoy peaceful living, this bedroom is for one person only, no couple. No party, no staying overnight. The room will suit someone with an Asian background. Private room for rent. Beautiful, clean, spacious private room with big balcony at Mascot, close to pretty much everywhere. $300 weekly just for one room, including all bills, preferably Asians. Oh my goodness. Located in peaceful family-friendly neighbourhood, bills are included in the rent. Convenience, just a 5-mile walk to the bus stop, only a 7-minute drive to Leppington Station. Preference, Indian or Asian female tenants preferred. This is in Australia. What the fuck? Oh, these people shouldn't be allowed to do this, buy homes and then rent them out. Alex Jones had a bit of a interesting drop. Historic JFK assassination tapes drop. Allegedly, world exclusive, never before heard audio. Former executive director of the DNC and close associate of Lyndon Johnson, Clifton Carter, admitting that LBJ hired Mac Wallace to take out JFK. Anyway, that goes for a long 1.5 hours. What I will do is I'm going to repost that on Twitter. And maybe actually copy that link. I'm just going to put it in the comments, guys, just in case anyone wants to watch it. Because that's interesting. Very, very interesting. So someone called Mac Wallace. He may not be actually, well, you never know. He could be the actually assassin, or he could have hired someone else. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it to find out. I haven't listened to it yet, so they're fair warning. Jim Ferguson said firestorm erupts. Jess Phillips, parliamentary Undersecretary of State for Safeguarding and Violence Against Women and Girls in Starmer's cabinet, is facing intense backlash after tweeting, "Which are the swingiest states? I'm planning a trip to stop Trump and want to go to the US version of Nuneaton." I don't know. What's Nuneaton? Is it full of swingers or something, is it? I don't know. What's the swingiest state? Her statement has drawn fierce criticism, with Elon Musk calling her an evil witch and suggesting she should go to prison for her alleged failure to protect British children from grooming gangs. As the minister responsible for safeguarding and protecting vulnerable individuals, Phillips' remarks raise serious questions about her priorities. Critics argue that while she focuses on meddling in the US politics, serious issues like grooming gangs remain unsolved under her watch. Could Phillips now face potential consequences under US election interference laws if she followed through with her plans? Let's hope so. With possible fines, prison time, or even travel ban to the US on the table, this scandal is escalating rapidly. The heat is on. I hope so. I hope they're all held to account and given the full force of the law. Jess Phillips said, "Which are the swingiest states? I'm planning a trip to stop Trump and want to go to the US version of Nuneaton." Never heard of it. Dear God. This is Ruth Cadbury, MP for Brentford and Ilsworth. What does one do after LP conference? I've taken myself to do my bit to stop Trump winning. Door knocking yesterday with the Harris Walsh team in Swing State, New Hampshire. Oh, is she talking about swing states? Or is she talking about swinging? I don't know. I don't know with these people anymore, man. New Hampshire, along with State Senate candidate Wayne Hobner, and leaflets for his other local Democrat colleagues. Ooh, there's a few of them. There's a few of them. Jess Phillips. Is there any more? Hopefully, Keir Starmer, did he organise this? Hopefully. They're all held to account. Betty Johnson said Trump is just straight up posting text messages now about the absolute disaster state that Los Angeles is in right now, and there's more fires breaking out everywhere. I watched a video this morning of a small fire starting. The fireys drove straight past it, and then, 10, 15 minutes later, they came back and decided to try and fight it after it had already caught and gotten big, okay? Donald J. Trump said the actual irony: a homeowner consents to pay property taxes that will go to the fire department. The funds are diverted to illegal immigrants because LA is a sanctuary city. An illegal immigrant comes and sets your house on fire, and the fire department doesn't have the resources to put it out. The homeowner paid for their own destruction. On top of that, the government is so inept that the insurance companies won't insure houses here anymore, so the homeowner is left with nothing. Wow. Gunther Eagleman said, "Meet the CA fire looters. What do you notice? They look like Antifa." Oh, my God. I don't know. A lot of them are immigrants? I don't know. The first thing I noticed was they look like Antifa. The Rubber Duck said, breaking. Michael LaVaughn Robinson, Obama will not be attending the Trump inauguration due to the fact that nobody can find Shim. Okay? Yeah. Bro said, I officially invite real Donald Trump to come visit Australia. Oh, please do. You and your family are more than welcome to come, signed majority of Australians. Sky News Australian said Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has indicated he may not meet face-to-face with US President-elect until late 2025, after he's out, triggering calls for the Labor leader to immediately extend an invitation. Yes, he should. What's wrong with him? Weak little pussy man. Sorry, but he is. He's a wussy. That's a weak pussy. Okay, Cat A said Australian doctors, including Professor Ian Brighthope, call for ivermectin to be made over the counter. It could be the single most useful medication we have, being used to treat a lot of stuff. It's antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antiparasitic, and safer than Panadol. Should be a no-brainer. And I have been looking, okay, I got onto the US site, All Family Farmer, and I filled a few things in, right? And it ended up, how much is it going to be? Total of $415 US, right? But they don't post to Australia. So I went searching, right? And I found, watch this, where is it? Can we just have it? Where is it? I found this. Not that one, this one. Oh, what is mebendazole? I need Timmy. I'm going to ring Timmy after this anyway. At $12.99, okay, from eBay. You can get it from chemists and things, okay. I didn't realise that's what that was. And the Therapeutic Goods Administration, the TGA, not to be confused with AFRA, removal of prescribing restrictions on ivermectin. Your normal doctor can now prescribe it. Okay? You just can't use it for COVID. Okay? Okay, so you've got it from, I think you need a prescription for it. Okay, but anyway, I've been looking at that and, but this one here, right? They have everything. Like they had all the different strengths of the ivermectin. Then they had mebendazole. Okay. Okay. And they give you, look, even just to look at what this stuff does, you should go to this website. In fact, let me just see if I can copy. I want everyone just to go and look at it because it's got directions, okay, and everything, okay, just so you know, especially anyone who, how do I say this? Because of YouTube, you know, the big C, right? If I'm thinking of getting all this, okay, because I don't know what's going on with me, but I need to talk to Dr. Timmy. Anyway. Okay, Australians calling for it to be made over the counter. Please do. As quickly as possible, please. I have a feeling something's wrong and I don't know what it is. Okay, the Yorkshire lass said, are the sleepers noticing that we're living under a dictatorship yet? How worse does it have to get for the masses to notice there's really something wrong in this country? And that's obviously in the UK. I feel the same about Australia. Are the sleepers noticing that we're living under a dictatorship yet? Does anyone notice? No, I know some people do. You're all here with me. Kobe Thatcher said every sensible person in the Western world is depending on Donald Trump to dismantle the climate scam. Yes, we are. We can't wait for him to pull out of the Paris Agreement, Paris Accord, whatever it's called, so that it's left pretty much floating dead in the water. Same as the WHO. Same as... What is it? The freaking army that goes around the world. Sorry, I'm yawning. NATO. That's it. Geez, took me a minute. Leading reports said breaking legislation's been filed in the Florida Senate to require that food containing jabbies or jabby materials be labelled. Huh. So they've been putting it in the foods already. This is why you really, I don't know, even if you can get your meat from an organic place, please do that. The Village people are happy to announce their participation in Trump's inaugural activities. Good. So they should. He uses their song. He's made it famous again. Let's go. Wide Awake Media said thread both UK PM Keir Starmer and Mayor of London Sadiq Khan are members of the Fabian Society, a British socialist organisation founded in 1884 with the goal of installing socialism through gradual, imperceptible increments rather than revolutionary overthrow. The Fabian Society is infamous for its support and promotion of eugenics in the late 19th and early 20th century. Evil. These eyes look absolutely evil. So do these, actually. They both do. In the spring 2024 edition of the Fabian Society's quarterly magazine, Fabian Review, Sadiq Khan wrote, "I joined the Fabian Society 30 years ago because of its values reflected my own. As mayor, those values have been the foundation on which I have governed. Let us make this 140-year anniversary year one to remember, with City Hall, a host of Whitehall departments and 10 Downing Street, all occupied by Fabians." Holy shit. No wonder you're in trouble. Sure enough, 10 Downing Street is now occupied by fellow Fabian and leader of the British Labour Party, Keir Starmer. What's the bet they actually didn't get voted in? Writing in the same edition of Fabian Review, Starmer boasted about the Labour Party's determination to achieve the long-term change desperately needed to transform the lives of working people into slaves, I'd say. "I hope and know the Fabians will be alongside us again in our mission for a decade of national renewal." Hopefully not. The Fabian Society takes its name from Quintus Fabius Maximus Verrucosus, a Roman general renowned for his strategy of slow, gradual victory in warfare. Fabius famously resisted the superior Carthaginian, that army under Hannibal by avoiding pitched, climactic battles. Instead, he employed a methodical approach of persistence, harassment, and wearing the enemy down over time. This philosophy of gradualism is echoed in the Fabian Society's first pamphlet. For the right moment, you must wait, as Fabius did most patiently when warring against Hannibal. Though many censured his delays, but when the time comes, you must strike hard, as Fabius did, or your waiting will be in vain and fruitless. Oh, what went wrong? Hang on. There we go. As explained by author John Perdue, the logo of the Fabian Society is a tortoise, represented the group's predilection for a slow, imperceptible transition to socialism, while its coat of arms, a wolf in sheep's clothing, represented its preferential methodology for achieving its goal. Several prominent members of the Fabian Society in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, including playwright George Bernard Shaw, writer H.G. Wells, and Sidney and Beatrice Webb, who were both instrumental in founding the Labour Party, expressed support for eugenics, a pseudoscientific ideology that sought to improve the genetic quality of the human population by encouraging the reproduction of individuals deemed desirable, whilst reducing or preventing reproduction amongst those considered undesirable. Eugenics has historically been used to justify depopulation and population control measures, often under the guise of improving societal well-being or addressing perceived social, economic or environmental challenges. And they're going after all of them, social, economic and environmental. These efforts were typically framed as scientific approaches to managing population growth or enhancing the quality of population, and included forced sterilizations, marriage restrictions, and other forms of social engineering. Infamous Fabian and eugenicist George Bernard Shaw. There are an extraordinary number of people whom I want to kill. Oh, did he really say that? You must all know half a dozen people at least who are no use in this world, who are more trouble than they're worth. And I think it would be a good thing to make everybody come before a properly appointed board, just as he might come before the income tax commissioners and say, sir or madam, now will you be kind enough to justify your existence? Wow. If you can't justify your existence, you're not pulling your weight in the social boat. If you're not producing as much as you consume, or perhaps a little more, then we clearly cannot use the big organisation of our society for the purposes of keeping you alive, because your life does not benefit us. Yep, they'll kill all the disabled people and or anyone they deem useless eaters. Yeah, and they made you that way, funnily enough. There you go. Tucker Carlson News said, breaking, President Trump says he'll be looking to prosecute Anthony Fauci and others who committed crimes against humanity with the coup. Do you support this? Yes, I do. Matthew Camanzuli said Albo has no problem with support from the CCP, Soros, Gates, but has a problem with free speech advocate Musk. The man must think we're stupid. Go away, Albo. Albanese warns Musk, stay away, we've got foreign interference laws. Well, so does the US, mate. And look what happened there. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has preemptively warned the world's richest man, Elon Musk, not to get involved in the upcoming federal election, noting that Australia has anti-foreign interference laws. Musk backed President-elect Donald Trump with $277 million US dollars, 447 million. Is that Australian? Don't tell me our dollar's dropped even more, that's now double. I don't know. During the United States election is supporting far-right parties. Yeah, anyone who doesn't go along with their system is far-right. Even if you think you're a leftist, you're not. According to them, you're far-right. The Road Knight said some of the answers are self-evident, are they not? Melbourne father wants answers after 2 sons killed in separate attacks. Stop bringing the wars with you. Jesus. Brendan Dilley said, Mother of God. Donald J. Trump said, far too long we've relied on taxing our great people using the Internal Revenue Service, IRS. Through soft and pathetically weak trade agreements, the American economy has delivered growth and prosperity to the world while taxing ourselves. It's time for that to change. I am today announcing I will create the External Revenue Service to collect our tariffs, duties and all revenue that come from foreign sources. We will begin charging those that make money off us with trade, and they will start paying, finally, their fair share. January 20th, 2025 will be the birth date of the External Revenue Service, Make America Great Again. Wow. That's pretty good. Mick Amius said, hey, Victoria Police, threatening to damage property, arson or cutting down trees is not freedom of expression, as it has the potential for physical harm and vandalism as a crime. Will you actually act upon this, or will you do nothing? The ball's in your court. We're watching. An activist, Elsa Tuet Rosenberg, told her followers to set fire to Crook's Cottage and destroy monuments to colonialism on January 26, Australia Day. She even encouraged her followers to burn the Australian flag, cut down European trees and set fire to heritage sites. Fuck up their dumb war memorials which glorify Western imperialism while refusing to acknowledge the frontier wars, she said. Universities, suburbs, streets, shops, etc. named after genocidal colonisers, fuck them up too. Mick Amius says, why is it always the ones with pronouns? The history on this one is something else. No wonder she hates Australia and probably hates white people. Elsa, she, her, is a queer, multiracial, Jewish and Chinese woman of colour. Oh, my God. Okay. How many more can you throw in there? Grown up in Naarm, it's not Naarm, it's Melbourne. She has a background in youth empowerment, facilitation and social, another Fabian, or WEF puppet. In 2017, she established the anti-racism training program at Democracy and Colour, designing and running peer-to-peer workshops about race and racism. In 2020, she co-founded WHO, an anti-racism organisation that runs anti-racism training and consulting. She studied social work, of course she did, and psychology at RMIT and completed her social work honours thesis exploring how Australian multiracial people of colour from multiple minority heritages engage with their ethnic identities. She's also passionate about community care and loves organising and participating in community projects, art and mutual aid. She sounds like a young global leader. Young global shaper. You've got young global leaders that come from the WEF, and you've got the young global shapers. So the leaders are the ones in power, and these people like this are the shapers, causing trouble. Anywho, send her back. Where's she from? I don't care. Send her back. RM said this goes on throughout Australia. In New South Wales towns, Sydney, satanic cults involved in cannibalism, mass murder, pack rape and child abuse may be operating in at least 14 New South Wales towns. Now, this is an old report, but this is still happening. This could even be part of the satanic panic, right? But then the media made it about black T-shirts and music and stuff like that. So people discounted it, okay? That's how they work. Okay, New South Wales Police said last night that reports of satanic abuse would be investigated and urged the public to come forward with any information. The announcement followed a Channel 10 news report on an Australia-wide satanic organisation allegedly involved in rapes, cannibalistic rituals and child abuse. The report said complaints about satanic practices have been received by social welfare groups and other agencies in Tamworth, Dubbo, Penrith, Wollongong, Newcastle, Taree, Lismore, Murwillumbah, Bega, Wagga, Goulburn, Port Macquarie, Glen Innes and Nowra. The cult was said to operate Australia-wide and allegedly involves high-profile figures in law, medicine, the media, police and academia. Yeah, but they discounted that because the media did that. The media got them to discount. Yep. Someone had something held over their head. Sudden and unexpected said certain records were falsified by thousands of celebrities, officials and European elites who gave themselves fake saline injections instead of the jabs. According to a new police report, elites paid vast amount of cash to have fake passports made and recorded in the National Immunisation Registry. European elite caught with fake vaccine passports. Yeah, if it's good for you, why do the elites not take it? Why do they... Remember we said that years ago? Yeah, Jim Ferguson said Starmer's going down. Elon Musk has ignited the British Patriots, exposing the devious man squatting in number 10. The truth is out. Keir Starmer sent operatives to America to undermine the US election. His days are numbered. The clock is ticking. 7 days to go until President Trump takes office. Well, less than that. 5 now. And a political tsunami is about to rage across the Atlantic. And Trump, he hasn't spoken publicly about this yet. When he does, the fallout will be monumental. He sent operatives to America to undermine the US election. Elon Musk, the storm is coming. Okay. Keir Starmer did send them. He sent operatives, okay, said Elon Musk. So he did send these people. So he's in trouble. Just keep watching, guys. It's going to get really interesting and really good. I Am Ken said Keir Starmer's not invited to President Trump's inauguration. 12 world leaders were invited, but not the British Prime Minister. Starmer and his cabinet have publicly criticised President Trump, so I'm not surprised. What does this do concerning relations between America and the UK? Elon Musk said he sent operatives to America to undermine the US election. He is part of this crime. And the UK child trafficking, because they're not doing anything about it. Truth Justice said UK child trafficking and murder. Former MP confirms hundreds of children are being trafficked into the UK and being sold to pedos involving well-known names. MI5 and NCA will not act. The children are used in the sex trade for 3 years, then they're organ harvested. Andrew Bridgen said there's something wrong with our parliament when he is attacking a Labor MP who believes he is a pedo and he is getting flack from his own party. He says pedos have been rampant in Leicester and he has passed details of people who are engaged in child trafficking in the UK, names of all of them to the UK government, and no one wants to act. He says it's a big operation involving hundreds and hundreds of children. They're being flown into small airports. He gave the UK government the names of people and the name of the company where they were laundering the money through. He gave the location where the children were being taken to, have their photographs taken, the children thinking they were going to go to school, but they were sold to pedos. This information has been sent to MI5 and the National Crime Agency, and no one will act. They're covering it up. He says when you see the names, you see why they will not act. They're known names. These innocent children are being raped for years, and then when they're worn out, their organs are harvested and they're murdered in the most atrocious ways imaginable. There must be an immediate outcry and outrage by humanity like never before to stop this atrocious evil from happening to hundreds of innocent children. You must demand the UK government investigate and prosecute everyone involved in this atrocity. Contact MI5, the National Crime Agency, and your local MPs and demand the investigation and rescue of these children. Andrew Bridgen has the evidence, the locations and names of people involved in this UK child trafficking operation, but he needs our support and protection. The only hope for these children is our loud, united voices. We cannot rest until every child is rescued and every criminal involved is put behind bars. Guys, yep. Looks like he's got looks like he's got 2 black eyes. He's probably not sleeping well. I don't blame him after all that. You need to contact your local MPs, contact MI5, just a nice little email. Please investigate. Yeah, all those. And if enough people did it, they feel the pressure. Look, Australia did it, okay? Our government felt the pressure of everybody sending them emails. It's the best way that you can fight. You don't have to stand and fight or protest. You just have to send emails. Craig Kelly said, "Hey, Albo, tell us again about stopping foreign interference in Australian elections." Shaquille O'Neal meets with PM in support of Indigenous voice to Parliament. Look how short he is. He's probably my height. Elon Musk grabbed the popcorn. Yes, we did that one already. The notice has said Victoria Police is under fire after it was revealed that 683 officers have been investigated for child sex offences, rape and domestic violence since 2021. I'm sure they're not employing the best of the best here. 683 officers have been investigated for child offences, rape and domestic violence in the last 3 years. That's crazy. Sarah Fields said, "Remember when the media laughed and said ivermectin was only for horses and cows? They knew it was made for people since 1987. I might do that one on Rumble. Senator Matt Canavan said, "Why is the New South Wales government funding an exhibit in the Australian Museum that accuses the Australian beef industry of warming the planet and being tough on our land? Then they lecture people to eat more plants and less beef. Why can't our government stop telling us what to do and instead of listening to what people need?" Oh, and Westpac, who claim to be friends of Australian farming businesses, are a partner of this museum. Dear God. What is wrong with them? Major partners Green Collar and Stockland and Westpac. There you go, Westpac, IBM. Travel partner, who's that? Oh, can't see it. Okay. Freaking crazy. Just reposting a whole lot of shit. Martin Tyre said, "We're now second-class citizens in our own country. It's unlikely you'll be offered a place due to unexpected intake of international students for semester 2025, which we've been instructed by the Directorate to prioritise. Our country is being vandalised by our own government." Canberra Institute of Technology. Hello, blank. As previously advised, your application for the blank has been assessed and meets the eligibility criteria under the Free Fee TAFE initiative. At this time, it is unlikely you'll be offered a place due to an unexpected intake of international students for semester 1, 2025, which we have been instructed by the Directorate to prioritise international students over Australians. This is why we don't have the people required to do the jobs, and that's See how deep this goes? There is no guarantee this course will be offered again under the fee-free TAFE initiative. You'll be contacted if additional places become available. However, at the time, you'll be asked to reconfirm your eligibility. If you are still interested in enrolling this course, you can do so as a standard commercial student, depending on the course. However, please note that one of the eligibility criteria under the fee-free TAFE initiative is that applicants must not have previously enrolled in the course. CIT offers a range of financial assistance options to help students meet the cost of their education. Wow. Yeah, just give it all to overseas people. Why not? Okay, this is the person. The Chinese, Jewish, trans, I don't know what this person is, okay? Lozzie B. Elsa Tuet Rosenberg is a proud queer Chinese Jewish woman. She is an educator, facilitator, performer, racist, far-left activist, public nuisance and domestic terrorist. On Australia Day, Elsa is encouraging domestic terrorism, violence, public riots, destruction of property, destruction of the environment and arson. Burn the Australian flag, set fire to Cook's Cottage, destroy monuments linked to colonialisation, cut down European trees and set fire to heritage sites. This is her. Are you surprised? Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. Australia's versus the agenda said less than 3 weeks after the Australian government passed its landmark social media minimum age bill, iPhone users started noticing a hidden message in their iMessage settings. The Online Safety AU regulatory action feature seems linked to compliance with Australia's Online Safety Act, with amendments passed on 28th of November 2024, set to take effect by late 2025. This feature will form part of efforts to align iPhone devices with the regulatory demands of the eSafety Commissioner, aiming to shield Australians from online harms like bullying, image-based abuse and other forms of digital abuse. And here we go. Don't buy an iPhone. Discussion of this appearing on devices seems to have begun on the 16th of December via Apple's official support community website. Ozpill posted about seeing it this morning. This is what you'll see. Wow. Interesting. I would ditch the iPhone. RM said we're approaching 10 years since Senator Bill Heffernan revealed that he had a police document with names of 28 high-profile pedos signed off by Gary Crook, QC, and not one politician has the guts to speak on it here in Australia. The one they locked up, the document they locked for 75 years until everyone who's now alive is dead and doesn't remember anymore, and then it won't matter because they won't have to answer to it. See, that's how it works. How you going, damn it, Mandy? Ego Shredder, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Anyone else? If I haven't said hello to you, give me a comment and I'll say hello. Ian Chance said Aboriginals should hold thank you ceremonies on January 26 for my ancestors' knowledge, innovation and technology which dragged their Stone Age, misogynistic, brutal and primitive society into the modern world and in doing so doubled their life expectancy. Oz Polly said, should Australia Day remain on January 26? Yes or no? You can vote in the comments. Watch this. Yep, 91.9% so far. Okay. And 8.1% said no. Yeah, it always will be. I don't care. I'm coming live on January 26th. I'm going to be live with the Australian flag wrapped around me. Alex Bruzewitz said, if you're not following Pete Hegseth hearing, here's what you missed from the Democrats. Geriatric Democratic senators entrenched in the military-industrial complex are bitter that Pete Hegseth, as a disruptor, threatens the swamp's status quo. Elizabeth Warren proved once more that her cluelessness knows no bounds. Tim Kaine revealed himself as sanctimonious hypocrite who stays up late at night thinking about Pete Hegseth's sex life, and safe to say that this hearing has been a total disaster for the Democrats. Confirm Pete Hegseth. Nomination as Secretary of Defense. against the entrenched interests of the military-industrial complex, challenging the status quo. He served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Earning him the Bronze Star Medal demonstrates his commitment and understanding of military life, unlike many in Washington. Elizabeth Warren's criticism shows the establishment's fear of his potential to disrupt their control, indicating his effectiveness as a charge agent. There you go. Etal Gal 67 said, I'll tell you a story about why this here makes me sick. I might have to read that one. Oh, can I read it? Back in 2018, my husband was diagnosed with Big C. He went to see the oncologist in the basement of an old Holy Cross hospital. When we sat down for his appointment, on the table beside us were pamphlets about getting your affairs in order. There were no windows. It was the most unhopeful place in the world. He has stage 4 rectal cancer, and we decided against chemo and radio. The oncologist proceeded to lecture us for 15 minutes about how they don't make any more money whether you take chemo or not, and how chemo is not toxic, or lies. Allegedly, okay? Apparently, always see your doctor. As you know, Randman is cancer-free now. Just had his last appointment with his surgeon 2 months ago. We beat it without any help from the Cancer Foundation or anyone else. Do not give 5 cents to these foundations. If you know someone who's fighting the Big C, give them the gift of paying for some alternative treatments. Give them some hope. These guys don't offer any hope. They shouldn't be saying a damn word about alternative treatments, because once you do their chemo and radio and it doesn't work, that's the end of their help for you. And it goes on about the Joe Rogan with Mel Gibson, okay? And people who have treated themselves. Allegedly, apparently, go see a doctor. Okay. Kate said last night on Bolt, Greg Sheridan, with his extensive Asian Pacific government contacts, made a noteworthy observation. Albanese's weak leadership was the topic. According to Greg, a senior Singaporean government official had referred to Albanese as a weak leader in a discussion with Greg. If Singaporeans consider Albanese's weak, then the Chinese view is probably much worse. And we're in trouble, Australia. Would you rather the Chinese take us over or the USA? Same as Canada, seriously. Jim Ferguson said international incident, Trump and Musk versus Kamala Harris and British Labor. The gloves are off, war declared. Donald Trump and Elon Musk have declared war on Kamala Harris and Keir Starmer's Labor Party, accusing them of orchestrating an illegal transatlantic alliance to meddle in the 2024 US presidential election. The allegations, we pretty much know what they are. We saw her talking about it. Labor's dark tactics include their strategy to kill Twitter through regulatory pressure and shaming advertisers, mirroring their playbook for boosting Starmer's leadership. The Trump campaign alleges illegal foreign national contributions and coordinations between Labor and Harris campaign, including shared messaging and resource strategies. Hang on, water. The fallout. Labor's head of operations, Sophie Patel, has nuked her LinkedIn profile, but erasing evidence doesn't undo the alleged wrongdoing. Trump's legal team has filed a formal FEC complaint demanding an investigation into this unholy alliance. Elon Musk, infuriated by Labor's efforts to destroy Twitter, has thrown his weight into exposing Labor and Harris collusion. Sorry, guys, I just choked on myself here. What's at stake? The Labor Party apparently wants a like-minded US president, says Susie Wiles, and a senior Trump strategist. Labor's actions have been labelled a perfidious plan to undermine Trump and bolster Harris through foreign interference. The bigger picture, this isn't just about an election, it's about sovereignty. Allegations of illegal cooperation, shared messaging, and even Starmer's strategists meeting with Harris's team raised questions, serious questions, about Labor's role in the US election. With 7 days until less than that now, till President Trump reclaims the Oval Office, this scandal threatens to engulf Starmer, Harris and their teams in a diplomatic firestorm. This is more than meddling, it's a full-blown transatlantic conspiracy. Justice is coming. Oh, and Rick said Albo was not invited to President Trump. Oh, Albanese is not invited, our Prime Minister. 12 world leaders were invited, but not Albo. Albo and his cabinet publicly criticised President Trump, so I'm not surprised. No good move to upset the superpower. Another Fabian at all, guys? Another person from the Fabian Society? Probably. Little socialist. McAmius said Prime Minister Anthony Albanese seems to be freaking out about Elon Musk potentially interfering in Australia's elections. There is no proof of this. We talk of foreign interference laws, and yet Bill Gates has met with the Prime Minister at Kirribilli House. How much has Bill Gates thrown at the Prime Minister and his government? How much funding has George Soros previously thrown into political activist groups previously and now? Our Prime Minister is the biggest hypocrite of them all. Furthermore to this, if Elon was to back Peter Dutton, that would be a laugh anyway, as the coalition doesn't support Elon anyway. The Prime Minister is the boy that cried wolf. Yes, he said, don't get involved in our upcoming election, that we have anti-foreign interference laws. And they include a transparency scheme that requires people lobbying Australian politicians on behalf of foreign interests to register, and laws that make it a crime to influence a political or government process at the behest of another country's government. One section of the laws would apply to Musk, a ban on donations from non-Australians to political parties. Bill Gates, Soros. Do I need to keep going on? His company X has a local Australian subsidiary. Okay. Yeah, like they said, mate. Bill Gates, Soros. Very interesting, isn't it? Matthew Kamanzuli said, hear me out. Atlassian, the supposed rags to riches success story founded by Mike Cannon Brooks Jr., is listed on NASDAQ, a US-based stock exchange. The source of his wealth is foreign. The shares are propped up by US financial markets regardless of the company's lack of profitability. Cannon Brooks, who I'm reliably told is good mates with Matt Keane, spends time interfering in our politics, always on the side of net zero, as he invests heavily in coal-fired power. He was involved heavily in the work from home push and a major proponent of COVID responses. His business partner was helping the seriously corrupt Gladys Berejiklian with the statistics of COVID, and they both got it wildly wrong. The consequences of this destroyed many lives in the process. Mike is heavily pro-DEI. Atlassian was heavily involved in the marriage campaign and The Voice. They're on the wrong side of everything. They buy up the best properties from beach houses, harbourfront mansions and farms. Major backer of the Teals. Is that foreign interference, Albo? I mean, their company is traded in USD. Asking for a friend. The thing that threatens these people the most is the truth. That's what threatens them. Yet another woke, questionable company with its mind on many other things suggests investing your money elsewhere. Disgusting. Okay. A man of memes said, I've asked before and I'll ask again. Do you believe Michelle Obama is actually a man, or is it just a rumour, joke, that's gotten out of control? I believe it. Ruxan Fernando said Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has publicly warned Elon Musk not to get involved in the upcoming federal election. We have foreign interference laws in this country, and Australian elections are a matter for Australians. The photo attached to this X post is unrelated. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay, and that is it. That is it. How long have I been? 1 hour and 20 minutes worth of news. Okay, let's go through some comments. Yeah, Alex, sounds intriguing. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, sort of. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Hi all, hope you had no damage from storms. George said Arsenal beat Spurs 2-1. Stuart's in the house. Flyby Stu is in the house. Sherry said, hey, Alex, my great-grandbaby's going to be... Oh, I did read that one, didn't I? Okay, it's just jumped, so let's go back as far as we can. to about here. And Randy, how you going, Randy? Sherry said, yeah, there's been a rise in sides, they're saying, so I told my granddaughter will be sleeping in shifts, so someone always has their eyes on her. Been through too much already with this one. Oh, God love you. George said, never heard of Wonderworld. No, it was an Australian kids show. Simon Townsend's Wonderworld. Yeah, anyway. The guy, Simon Townsend himself, has passed away. I'm just putting my jacket back on because it's cold. Kai said, I got some broad spectrum CBD drops. Hopefully it helps tons. Hopefully, Kai. Alex said, yeah, me too, Kai, but better to be safe than sorry when regarding the baby and the mother. They're much more safe these days, I think. Deb said, yes, I like the storm from the other day, Hev. Yeah, I put up a little video of some storms we had. Kai said, still scary, even birth regular. So much could happen. I don't know. I don't. Oh, well, maybe now because of what they've done to us, but it's not supposed to be. George said, I get plenty of CBD and THC with my weed. Alex said, we have that toxic gas fog back really thick too. Haven't had fog for a few years now. It's bloody everywhere. Kai said, said a little prayer. It's all good. Randy said, my crop this year is real good. Oh, Randy, don't make me jealous. Alex said, they're really ramping up the weather. It reminds me of the Truman Show when Truman is trying to escape in his bloke and the bloke in the moon is like more intense storms. Adama said, troops. Kai said, I've been stopped from almost everything for nearly a year and 6 months because of seizures and the mush brain. Oh, you poor thing, Kai. Hopefully the CBD helps, especially with the seizures and that, you know, and focus. George said, the Truman Show is a good movie, Alex. Adama said, with the lights out, it's more thunderous. Oh, you should have heard it. It was honestly, the thunder was going for minutes. It wasn't just like one bang and that was it. It was rolling and then coming back again. I was starting to think, are you sure there aren't bombs going off somewhere? That's insane. Kai said the memory pills seem to be working so far-ish. Good. Adama said, Kai, salute. George said, hi, Adama. Deb said, New South Wales was very wet. Yep. Alex said, hey, Adama. Deb said, hello, pain like Bane. Alex said, yes, this is one of the few films I actually like, George. And Alex said, hello, Gen X. Oh, my stomach's going to start growling. I ate already this morning. I don't know what is wrong with me. Randy said, just heard get your vax ad on my local radio. Oh, God, yeah, they're still trying. Deb said, we had a bit of moist yesterday. Adama said, good to see ya, Deb. We were moist earlier. Alex said, yes, I fully agree with that, Del. The courts and corporate governments are all complicit. They need completely dismantling. George said 9 degrees Celsius in London was moist here as well. Deb said horrid witches are the view. Yeah, it's about 13 here. 13 degrees Celsius. It's summer, right? And it's 10:30 and it's about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius here in Australia and where I am in the mountains. Randy said -5. Oh, shit, that's cold. And Adama said, you see, George was moist too. Deb said, that's very cold, Randy. Randy said, Freeland high. Adama said, she looks anally retentive. Yes, I think so. Randy said, adreno? Chrome? Could be. Yeah, I think Deb may have it right. She's probably a cokehead. What do you think? Give me 1 sec, guys. Yeah, she could be a cokehead. I don't know. Del said 100% Alex. Dismantling all I knew with reason and values. Kai said horribly cold, Randy. Randy said -15 overnight. Now that's cold. -5's cold too. Alex said, please stay safe if you're in California. Praying for you all. It's so awful what's happening. It's one thing after another for the last few years. These monsters are desperate, Gen X. Yes, definitely. Deb said she's not quite right. And Adama said, amen, Alex. Kai has given prayer signs. Adama said, Coke doesn't do that to you, doesn't it? Okay. Well, maybe it is the Drino. Alex said, I meant to say when Truman was trying to escape in his boat. Oh, okay, cool. Deb said, yes, we need to see them get theirs. I can't wait, mate. I can't wait. Adama said, Deb 100%. Deb said, yippee. Adama said, what happened to the we don't negotiate with terrorists? Yeah. Well, no, both of them had to negotiate. Because otherwise they don't negotiate. They're just going to come down hard on them. That's what I think would have happened. Alex said, we definitely need a deep cleanse and to start again without all the corruption, Dell. Yes, definitely. Sherry said, what a putz, Biden. Yeah, exactly. Adama said, Dell, you beauty. Kai said, negotiations with terrorists should with or else. Dell said, Alex, can't see UK building guillotines, more's the pity. I live in hope. Kai said, completely forgot the word end there. Oh, my stomach. Oh, growling at me. Adama said, basically, if it suits us, well, negotiate. But if you're a cunt, fuck you, we don't negotiate. No, he gave his mates blowjobs. I don't know who you're talking about, Adama. Deb said, oh, my God, Albanese's done so much damage. He has. Kai said, yes, Biden sucks. Alex said, exactly, and they're complete terrorists masquerading as having our best interests at heart. Adama. Sybil, how you going, Sybil? Boycott Amazon. Never enter any bank accounts to them. Very corrupted with thieves. Oh, no. Really? Deb said, electric cars don't need fuel. Adama had a message retracted. Deb said, if we all run into a wall at the same time, we can change the dimension. Kai said, yep, we usually aren't a consideration of our governments. No. They only care about their own agendas. They don't care about anyone else. George said, Biden's sucking on a straw in a retirement home. Definitely. Adama said, bloody hell, Alex, you nailed it again, Andy. You're a very intelligent lady. Impressed? Sherry said, you think that would work, Deb? Randy said, wood chipper. Yeah, I agree. I know what you're talking about too, for the pedos. Sybil said, hi there, Alex, Kai, and everyone in the chat. Adama asked how George was doing. Alex said a nurse got stabbed here the other day by guess who. He was annoyed at the waiting time, apparently. The nurse is fighting for her life and has life-changing injuries if she survives. Adama said, dead nag. Deb said, spot on, Hev. Adama said, Alex, are you in the UK? George said, I'm okay, thanks, Adama. How are you, mate? Deb said, when is our election? I think May. Is it? May this year. Kai said, Alex, that's horrible, truly sad, said Kai. And Sybil said, hi, George. Adama said, yes, but they're eating the cats and dogs. But are they eating cats and dogs? I don't know. Alex said, we are no longer safe in what once was a civilised country. It's gotten more and more backwards, probably more beyond the point of no return soon. That's why I think you're right on the precipice. I think we all are. Let's go, 20th. Kai said, Alex, my thoughts too. Adama said, good to hear, George. Not well, George, but glad you're okay, my G. George said, I did hear about the nurse being stabbed, Alex. No one's safe in the UK. Adama said, Jones is a fraud scammer. I don't, look, anyone could be, but I will still listen to the information and see what I think about it. So Alex said, yes, in the UK, pain, Adama pictures, there is one assault, murder, rape, grooming gang story a day these days. Kai said, hope you're better soon. Deb said, yes, we have lots of students from around the world looking for rooms. Kai said, supposedly no one's safe anywhere, cells all over now. Adama said, yeah, those grooming gangs are vile, and yes, there's been sweeping under the carpet with it. Kai said, freaking shaky hands. Dell said, blood splatter on Jackie O's pink two-piece suit while Johnson swore in smirking is a telling one she protected her kids. Deb said, sick people. Alex said, I know it makes me sick. Someone who's dedicated their life to helping people is repaid like that, Kai. George said, whoever stabbed the nurse will get a light prison sentence and then a council house. Deb said yes, because they lock up the girls that get raped like like in their own countries. Del said, remember that when Mum sold Avon and did not do OnlyFans? World gone to hell in a handcart, last days of Rome. Yes, I remember. Avon shut down here a few years ago. Kai said, if Brit prison is like here, he won't make it out. He's a notch waiting to get onto a belt. Adamar said, when did Ruth last sleep? She looks knackered. Deb said, how can you let shit like that in the country? They're not assimilating. Deb said, what a setup, the fires, yep. George said, Adamar, sorry to hear that, mate. What's up? Del said, Deb, 72 cases that are decades in making, all mostly kept hush-hush, as full extent is so damning. UK's a joke, a sick joke. Alex said, it's completely swept under the carpet because they don't want to lose their vote. Makes me so angry, but people need to see the worst before it gets better. Exactly. Kai said, if they can get enough conflicts going on, it's an excuse for martial law. Then when we resist, it's civil war. Del said, pain, all right, man, hope you're well, good to see you. Deb said, it's in the bunker like in the movie they made. Deb said, it is Big Mike. Adamar said, you too, Del, sorry, just seen your comment. George said, Labor would not be the government if it was not because of the Muslim vote. Yes. I believe that here in Australia. Labor wouldn't be in government except for people overseas coming here and voting. Del said, I got 999, mate, but you certainly not one, lol. I was smoking all good, amigo. Smoke and be merry, mate. Alex said, yes, mate, bring back the good old Avon and Tupperware party days where mums would get together for a good old chat in person, Del. And Adamar said, you're a good man, Del. Deb said, I asked Timmy yesterday. Yes, please call him, he said. Deb said, great job, Hev. Del said, Adamar, always, mate, it's the only way I can deal with the civilians out there. Their apathy infuriates me. Oh, I know that feeling. Kai said he'll have to contact through email, probably call that way too. Alex said, I hope all is well with you, sending love and prayers, Adamar. Kai said, I'm grinding through all right again for now. Sherry said, UN? Yeah, UN. Yeah, pull out of that too, I want to see it. George said, bring back Guy Fawkes. Alex said, yeah, probably, George. This world is backwards. Hope the nurse survives and sues the corporate establishment. Alex said, good to hear you, warrior, Kai. Del said, waking up daily in the UK as a straight white male is fucking like being a last of the Mohegans, feeling as all we knew dismantled by traitors and deviants. Where's the rage, people? Sybil said, hi there, Deb. Blessings sent your way, dear. Kai said, hope she's set for life afterwards. Alex said, I'm scared to go out walking by myself these days, Del. George said, Alex, the Tories and Labor have allowed hateful people into the UK. Del said, Fairy Ann society. Khan is a racist and clown, ruined London. Kai said, rage won't start till this touches them personally. Alex said, I'm missing out because this place is being flooded by third world criminals who hate us. Exactly. Del said, Alex, exactly, it's gone backwards. Give me gangs of skinheads or the craze to this mess any day. Kai said, Alex, get some fart spray for defence, it'll work. Sybil said, Kai, it will get bad for everyone soon enough. Let's hope they're well informed as to hold the correct people accountable. Del said, then the battle won by Arabic horsemen sent at the end, fact. Alex said, yes, exactly. They are two cheeks of the same rancid arsehole, mate. Cons and Labor are the reason our country is now a dangerous place to live, George. Kai said, keep it in hand and squirt them in the face. Alex said, good idea. They're probably used to that smell, though, Kai. Kai said, Sybil, when supply lines go out for a month, I'm most likely gone. Alex said, I pray for the day that everyone starts pushing back and we actually get results for the better, Del. Del said, George Bernard Shaw is a no for welfare then, mate. Ego Shredder said, yep, tokenisation, a.k.a. social credits on the blockchain. George said, Alex, things will get a lot worse under Starmer. He hates us British. Ego Shredder said, hi, folks. Hope all are well. How you going, Ego Shredder? Good to see you. Kai said, I know it's an awful hope, but hope it pops off while I'm still some degree of use. Ego Shredder said, I've been watching from the start while munching on my supper. Good one. I'd be munching right now too if I had food in front of me. Dell said the 90% of the media owned by the 90% who have the wealth, disgusting Bilderberg to Bohemian Grove, CIA, etc. It's just a psyop and we're all fodder. Sherry said they're not pulling their weight. All the money they have, they stole from humanity. Working taxpayers, they are thieves. Exactly. Alex said, yeah, I think you're right. It needs to get worse so regular people see it. I just hope it won't be too late by then, George. Kai said, thing is, it's going to be worse than anything before. So horrible that no one who survives will ever allow it again. Ego Shredder said, I'm still amazed at how normies just plain fail to see the room full of elephants at this point. I agree. Kai said, Del, yes, we're less valuable than cattle to them. Alex said, I heard we're supposed to be getting rolling blackouts soon, all in the name of green energy. Maybe then people will stop watching the idiot box and start seeing what's going on. Ego Shredder said, Rosenberg, eh? Every single time. Kai said, rumours are we will lose 91% of all life here. Yeah, I don't know about that, Kai. I don't listen to rumours. Like the fear-mongering ones, I don't know. George said, I remember having blackouts when I was a kid. You might lose 90% of people from the country, but they're going home. Dell said, Kai, from Flanders to Gallipoli to World War II, we never have, and they still get away with it. Sad state of affairs. Kai said, I hate to black out. I usually wake in hospital. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either, Kai. I really hope the CBD helps you. Alex said, that's the name I couldn't think of the other day, young global leaders who have infiltrated all our corporate establishment. Yeah, but there's two. There's the young global leaders who are put in important positions, and then there's the young global shapers who are like social people. So they do the social, the activism, the, that's that type of stuff. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I wonder how many names are currently on the young global leaders list. Alex said, bless you, Kai. George said, last blackout I remember was Denny's Burkamp testimonial. I was well pissed off. Kai said, young global leaders place to collect funds and suppress the public knowledge. Deb said, I knew it, fake jab. Yeah, we thought like they were using, the syringes that fold up when you put them, towards your arm. They just go inside, they don't actually, the ones that are used for movies and stuff like that. Kai said, George, I'm lost often lately. Alex said, probably hundreds at this point. A lot of them came out during COVID, like Trudeau, Jacinda Ardern. Look how many jumped ship too after they did their job. George said, Dennis Bergkamp, a legend of Arsenal, Kai. Kai said, jab to cause sudden clots, allegedly. Ego Shredder said, I'm seeing more fatal cases of Turbo C lately. The fax queues are just Dignitas digital centres at this point. Dignitas. Kai said most that didn't have neurological issues. Alex said, remember when Ardern said the only source of information you can trust is from the government? That's the last place we can trust. She said something along those lines. Yes, she did. Ego Shredder said, Alex, yeah, a few now pretending to be on our side and all concerned. Feking Judas goats, yep. Kai said, Ego, yes, blood clots are defective. Blood C gene. There you go. Alex said, yes, I think those medical whistleblowers that were warning people in 2020 were giving about a 5-year limit before damage started really kicking in. Kai said, engines have governors to hold them back, keeping it from doing too much. And ment is Latin for mind. Yeah, mind control. Yeah. That's what the word government means. Alex said, exactly, I wouldn't trust those people as far as I could throw them, bloody turncoats. Kai said, much love, guys. I'm a bit late. Have a good one, Kai. May God, the creator of creation, bless and keep us all. May the force be with you. You too, Kai. George said, politicians should never be trusted. Alex said, love you, Kai. Alex said, another purple-haired people eater. Yep. George said, may the force be with you as well, Kai. Yep. And damn it, Mandy entered the chat. Damn it, Mandy said, Kai, I was so happy to make it to your live the other night. I was sitting at the drive-thru all that time, and when I left, my phone dropped to the floor and I couldn't reach it for the ride home. Oh, God love you. Yeah, Kai's got a very relaxed, good stream going, you know. Everyone's saying hello and to Dammit Mandy, and Mandy saying hello to everyone. Dammit Mandy said iPhones are China's best spyware. Sorry. Why did I read that as China's? The ads are listening, lol. I kept getting Kamala ads and I yelled at my phone that I'm a Republican, I want Trump ads, and it changed then and there. Oh, really? Alex said, in my opinion. George said Starmer would fit in with communist China. We should send them all over there. Same as Albanese. Alex said, shame it doesn't F off over there. George said, yeah, Alex, or Davos. Alex said, at least the whole world knows how much of a dickhead he is. Deb said, I'll be popping in and out. I have to see my colon doctor. I see them every 6 months and checking on my hernia. Oh, God love you, Deb. Stay well. Alex said, we know how much Starmer loves Davos. Deb said, hello, Dammit Mandy. Dammit Mandy said, if that woman in Canada thinks the US is one of the countries that people least want to live in, but Canada's the top 5, come get our illegals. They're all yours. Exactly. Deb said, awesome. He didn't get an invite. Alex said, I hope it all goes well, Deb's sending lots of love and prayers, definitely. Dammit Mandy said, hello, Deb. George said, Labor a joke full of crooks and nonce protectors. Deb said, unfortunately, what is it? Ciro in Adelaide is part of the Wuhan debacle. Oh. Alex said, I think all the parties are at this point. All the same corrupt criminals stealing our money, George. Oh, jumped again. Where am I? I got lost. Oh, here we are, somewhere around here. Deb said, yes, I'm well, thank you. Just keeping an eye on everything. Dammit Mandy said, I can't believe that clown Beijing Biden gave Fauci a preemptive pardon. He's a criminal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. I think everything that Biden has done will be thrown out. Deb said, thank you, my darling little sister. Love you so much, Alex. Deb said she just has childbearing shoulders. Alex said, anything is possible these days. Apparently Obama's mean bend over, so... Alex said, love you, big sister, Deb. Dammit Mandy said, she's all man. She gets together with Macron's wife to compare sizes and sword fight. That wouldn't surprise me either, Dammit Mandy. George says, Starmer loves a black hole. I'm sure he does. Sybil said, thanks, Hev. Thank you, Sybil, for watching. George said, all I hear from Starmer is this fake $22 billion black hole. Dammit Mandy said, crops last year in the US weren't good in a lot of places. When vegetables are bad, the fruit is amazing. It was too dry and then too much rain, drought, flooding, and back to drought again. Yeah, that happens here in Australia too. Maria said, Happy New Year. All dear Kai, pray much ask Jesus to help you. If you do, don't stop. God love you. How you going, Maria? And Pat, how you going? Just became a great granny again. A little girl, Peyton. Oh, God love you. Oh, congratulations. And we'll be saying congratulations to Sherry soon too. And Happy New Year, Maria. Sherry said, Dammit Mandy, my garden didn't do well at all. I'm in Indiana. Dell said, London is 8 degrees but cold for temp, dark as Starmer's heart, 25 minutes past 11. Everyone's saying hello. Ego Shredder said that clip online of Trump hitting a hole in one in the golf course, but it deflects off Michelle Obama's Todger. To do this, well, funny. Dell said, Epstein list? They're going to release it, apparently. Dammit Mandy said, Sherry, I have a relative in Indy. His garden didn't do well either, and the markets charged a fortune. First time he had to buy tomatoes to can. I didn't even get the first zucchini. Oh. Alex said, we should have a little call-in show to carry on our little rant. Yeah, I'll have to do it another day because I'm not really very good this morning or yesterday. I don't know. Alex said, I heard something interesting the other day that Ghislaine Maxwell may have handed over information and why the Diddy stuff is coming out. Don't know how true that is, though, Del. Alex said, do you remember when Labor left a note saying there was nothing left money when the Conservatives got in the last time, George? Sherry said, my cherry tomatoes did great. I gave them away. There were so many. They lasted till the first frost. Nothing else did well, though. Ego Shredder said, nice work, Sherry. George said, Charles and Andrew had nonsense as friends. Sybil said, Alex, Ben Affleck got raided by the feds. He will be easy to press and squeeze for info. Dell said, Alex, did he want a claim against vodka partners and said they racists got 100 million. That also relevant, pissed off. So throw one off the boat. Dark waters, the veil will never fully slip. Alex said Starmer and his peers will what they sow. They all will, the Conservatives too, yes. Alex said, I think I heard something about that it was all consensual or something, but I've not looked into it any further. It's sick, Del. Sherry said, I love gardening, Ego Shredder. It's my meditation. I do too, but my back has prevented me this year from doing gardening. George said, yeah, I do remember, Alex. George said, Tony Blair and Gordon Brown, their new Labor bullshit. Sybil said, Alex, don't let slip away like snakes. Hope you got the shit list ready. I do. Alex said, did he? I bet he has loads of information. There was another J-Lo husband that said she used to perform voodoo on people or something and was covered in blood. Sybil said, Lopez going to be being time real soon. They're all getting RICO'd and they know it. Alex said, these people are warped. I hope they all get what's coming one way or another. They'll pay for their crimes, Sybil. Alex said, New Labor just meant a bunch of rich bastards, George. Sybil said, Alex Rodriguez and Ziggy Wilt are also involved. Professional sports will collapse as well. Terabytes of documented video footage. George said, J-Lo sold a soul for fame and money. Sybil said, plenty of compromised politicians as well, if not all. Alex said, utter bastards, Rick Mail. Yeah. George said, was Tony Blair and his missus a human rights lawyer, same as Starmer? Alex said, they're all squirming like little maggots. They know they don't have long left. Alex said, yeah, apparently Sherry Blair Toastermouth is a human rights lawyer. Quite ironic, really, George. Deb said, in waiting room, Stormy, always get to appointment very, very early. Oh, God, love you. Deb said, old fella, I nickname is Stormy. Oh, okay. Deb said, I'm still laughing about Albo not getting invited. Alex said, I bet you can't wait for a good back-cracking Hev. It'll make you feel so much better. I can't wait, honestly. Let's see if that works it out. Deb, you sent Timmy a text? Yeah, I will. I'll contact him. George said, I'd like to know what happened to the human rights of this poor girl, or the poor girls that were abused. Yes, I would like to know too. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. And I shall be back with a live tomorrow, but I won't be here on Saturday and Sunday, this week. I have to help my dad move out of his house and into my daughter's house. So, yeah, I won't be here Saturday and Sunday, which is your Friday and Saturday this week, but I'll be here tomorrow morning instead. So I'll get everything done that I can do before the weekend. And then I have to go and move my father out of his house and into my daughter's. Hey, Timmy, how you going? I received your text. Yeah, I've got to contact you about a few things. There, Timmy, I can't get this in Australia. But Australia is trying to bring in over-the-counter ivermectin, apparently. Everyone's saying hello to Timmy. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I know the feeling. What? Wait, I just got to say this one last thing. Alex said, I still haven't seen you on Signal, Timmy. Looking forward to the next call in. Yeah, it might be a little while, but I will get there. I'll get my back cracked next week sometime if they can fit me in. And yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be contacting Timmy shortly if he's available. And guys, have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.